Hello, Sarah Satchel here to show you how to apply your Seint IIID Foundation using only the blush and bronzer brush. This is the palette that I'm working with today. You may have more or fewer products in your compact, and that is totally fine. I will show you how to use the products in here, and if you have questions about anything else that you may have, let me know. Or if you have fewer products than this, just do with what you have. So let's start with contour. For basically my whole face, I'm going to be using the smaller end of this brush, but it applies so beautifully. Don't worry, we'll use the large end too. And if this is the brush you got, consider yourself lucky because it's wonderful. So let's start with contour. I'm going to squish this brush a little bit so it's kind of straight and tap into my contour. Keep it squished and just put this on under your cheekbones. I kind of flip the brush around and do this. You do not need to be fancy or precise. This makeup is so forgiving, so blendable, so foolproof. It really doesn't matter how you put it on. It's all gonna blend out and look wonderful in the end. You can trust me. So I'm doing the same thing kind of for my forehead here. As far as forehead contour goes, I mean, you can do kind of more up on the top, more on the sides. You can really just experiment and find out what you like best. I kind of do an even contour all over. And again, it looks crazy right now, but we're going to blend and it's all going to work out. So now that we have our contour placed, I'm just going to take what's left and kind of swipe it under my jaw I mean, there are fancier ways to do a jaw contour. Yeah, but we're just gonna kind of clean off our brush using that, and then it's not super harsh, not scary, really hard to mess up. So just do that, and then let's go into our brightening highlight. Now let's do our fancy little squish brush action again, and we're going to put this brightening highlight. You probably have two highlight colors in your compact. Your brightening highlight is the lighter one, and we're gonna put that in areas in the center of our face that we want brightened. So probably under your eyes, maybe the middle of your chin, your nose, forehead, whatever you want. I actually also like to use my brightening highlight just right here on my jawline. Sometimes my foundation looks really dark compared to my neck. Even if it matches my face, it doesn't quite match my neck. And this is the golden ticket, helping you be super natural looking, and it's super easy to do. So I just want to show you one other thing on this under eye. Maybe if sticking this huge brush under your eye is not feeling awesome, then just take your finger. I'm just patting that in there and put some little dots, pat it on with your finger. It'll all blend out the same. Okay, let's get rid of that. And now let's go into our darker highlight color. This is what I would refer to as your main highlight color, and it is going to go everywhere that you don't already have contour or your brightening highlight. So let's fill in the gaps with this. Just slap it on. It does not need to look pretty right now. I kind of just like leave dots like that, or kind of spread it around just a little bit. Let's get some right there, a little there, all over. Really, can you tell how this is so foolproof? Now let's blend. So again, just using this this is the smaller end of the blush and bronzer brush for everything so far. As you are blending these sloppy colors on your face, again, don't worry if they're sloppy, but as you're blending, start with the lighter colors so that your contour stays where you want your contour to be. So I'm starting with the lighter colors in the middle of my face, and then we'll work out to the darker highlight color and then finally contour. Okay, and now as we blend our contour, this is the important thing to remember. Your cheekbone contour you want to blend up. I mean, we'll want to blend this bottom line a little bit, but don't drag it down because we want our contour to lift our face, not drag it down. So let's lift that up a little bit, make it a little less harsh. And then for this forehead contour, we just want it to be a seamless blend between our contour and our highlight. See how easily that blends? Blend it into the hairline real quick. And I think we're good to go. Hopefully I didn't miss anything. Okay, next up is blush. I have Frenchy blush in my compact today. And again, with the smaller end of this brush, let's just tap into that. You do not need a lot. And we're just gonna lightly place that right above the contour. It's like a little stacking game that we're gonna do. So once I've got the color kind of slapped on there, again, slap it on, then blend it out. I think this side needs a little bit more. And I'm just using the lightest taps in here, nothing crazy, then it blends out so beautifully. Less is more is the rule with cream product. A little goes such a long way. Okay, let's take a look at Illuminator. This is a cream illuminator called Honey. I'm just gonna stick a clean finger in there and put this on the highest part of my cheekbone, kind of continuing with our stacking game. It's really bright right there. We've got contour, blush, and then illuminator on top of blush, and we'll blend that in so it doesn't look so dramatic. Kind of just everywhere. I can put this blush color on my lips too, and maybe a little of that illuminator in the middle. Whatever works. There are no rules with makeup. Don't be afraid to experiment. Find what you love. It's a fun time. Now I'm just gonna tap in that illuminator a little bit so it doesn't look so harsh. Okay, now let's check out bronzer. Let's bring in our larger end of this brush. You could have used this for that whole blending situation too. I find that this brush this end does it a little bit faster, which is fine, but I love this end for bronzer. So again, we're gonna squish it kind of so that it fits in the tin, but then let it splay out so that you get a nice, even, light application of your bronzer. And see, I think that's bronzer. Yeah, well then I just blended it out. See how you get some dark spots of your bronzer sometimes? You want to go in so light. Once you get it on, just blend. It'll blend out. It's going to be fine. Blend. It blends beautifully. There we go. Our finished product. Super quick makeup with 3D foundation using the blush and bronzer brush only. Let me know if you have any questions at all. I'll be so happy to help you out. And thank you for watching.